Live from Lutz, Indiana, it's your host, Chef Andrew, the kitchen hop, here to give you the Veggie Special.
Chef Andrew, the kitchen hop. Come along today with me as we explore some recipes that give you some good gut movement. Got some fiber in there. We got some protein in there for muscle development. I don't know if you can see my guns. But yeah, so follow me today as we go. This is the Veggie Special, all right? We're going to make a crock pot dinner that's so easy to just make and forget. We've got also some sides that we're going to do. But all in all, I'm very excited to go on this journey with you guys. So step into the kitchen with me as we make a crock pot dinner and some veggie sides in today's Veggie Special. Let's go.
Side note about chicken, you guys. Chicken whole is going to be cheaper for the weight than if you get it portioned already. These cost like almost $20. But let's move on to the haul. So what we're looking at is my vegetable haul. Keep in mind color. You want your veggies to have a lot of color for nutrient variety. Protein isn't just meat. It can be seeds and nuts, and peanut butter has a lot of protein in it as well. Now, no, I didn't include the potatoes with the veggies because potatoes are more of a carb. And I consider oatmeal a healthy carb as well. Now look, I don't have a lot of fruit. I have strawberries and I have lemons because that's what I like. Now these are considered treats. Dark chocolate espressos, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt you know is good if it has a lot of cultures in it, live cultures. Fun thing about peanut butter is that good peanut butter should have oil separate from it. You need to mix it. That's how you know it's good peanut butter. And I'd be lying to you guys if I said I didn't have very sugary snacks. I do buy a batch of Oreos for me and my husband typically, but you know. Now the first thing we want to do, as shown by my cousin Mackenzie, is put our hair back into a bun. Pull it out of your face. I don't want any little strings in the way. Next step, we're gonna wash our hands, and you want to do this for 2 happy birthday songs. I don't think she does it for that long here, but she's showing you how to get in between your fingers. Restaurants require you to clean all the way up to your elbows. You don't have to do that. It is just precaution. But also, get the water as hot as you can, not where it's burning you. And then use paper towel, single-use paper towel to clean off. You do not want to use a rag because rags carry bacteria. Don't clean your hands with that. That's nasty. Now we're going to wash the produce. And you want to get in between the little nooks and crannies, washing it with cold water. Don't use hot water on your vegetables. It's not necessary at all. Oh yeah, gotta get in between the crevices, get all that stuff out. You don't know what bugs could be hiding in there. Disgusting, but extra protein. Extra protein. Bugs are a protein, you guys. Now the recipe we're gonna be doing today requires chicken. I use thighs. Now, I know we're trying to be healthier, but when it comes to chicken, yes, white meat is going to be better for you than dark meat, but dark meat has all that flavor. And the calorie difference, the health difference, don't make yourself worry about the little things. Enjoy the dark meat. It's going to require 2 of those dark chicken thighs. It's going to require 2 kinds of zucchini. I like a green and a yellow for variety. And I put onion in there and green beans. And then seasoning to your taste. Now, I'm not going to leave you guys without step-by-step instructions. So, hello, it is me, the kitchen hunk, Chef Aju himself. Now, We need 2 bowls, one for your scraps, one for your fresh cut vegetables. A good dicing board. Here's my zucchini. I'm cutting off the ends of it there and throwing it in my discard bowl. And then I'm going back and I'm cutting some up to put into my use bowl so that I don't lose any of my veggies and I save space on my cutting board. Now it is here that I would like to discuss the importance of fresh vegetables. You're gonna see me cutting these green beans, the tips and the ends off, which takes time, but the outcome is going to be so good. Fresh veggies just cook so well. And I will show you later how to cook green beans so that they are almost like French fries. It's so good. Now that we have cut all the vegetables, we're going to put them all into our crock pot. And I filled mine way too much, so I'm going to take a little out later, but right now I'm just going to mix them in so they all kind of meld together. Yes, very nice. Pack it in, very nice. We have added our vegetables. We're gonna go ahead and put some garlic in there. I love garlic. And half of a squeezed lemon. Fresh lemon in the home is so good. It takes forever for the lemon to go bad, so you can use it whenever. We're going to add the chicken thighs, fresh out of the package. Didn't have to cut them. I'm just gonna put them in there before I season them up. I'm going in with some salt, love salt, and we want this chicken to not be white, so we're gonna add garlic powder, more garlic. I told you guys I love it. Onion powder, even though there's onions in there. Paprika is really gonna add that color. Pepper, we got some Old Bay. I love this stuff. And then we have some Creole seasoning for a little bit of kick. Now I think the reason people struggle to put vegetables into their diet is because they can't find ways to make it taste good. Now, seasoning is it's gonna solve all of that. So, please add 3/4 cup of water to your base at the beginning. I don't have chicken stock, otherwise I would use chicken stock because chicken stock would make it so good. And we just want this chicken to have so much color. And then at the end, you'll watch me add another 3/4 cup of water. And that's gonna rinse all the seasonings down over the chicken, over the vegetables. And it's just gonna help get that flavor all over everything. Now I'm adding that Creole seasoning. It's spicy, you don't have to use it. But the Old Bay, we're turning the whole tub upside down. And we're patting the butt for extra measure. Some fresh cracked pepper, because what beats fresh cracked pepper? Yep. Alright, and then we're going to add another 3/4 cup of water. Watch all those seasonings some stays on the chicken, but then it goes down. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our lid, and we're gonna put the lid on and cook it on low for 6 hours, you guys. 6 hours. Right, now for this next part, we're gonna need a baking pan and some parchment paper. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, best thing you could have in your kitchen for vegetables. Now we must set the oven to 375, preheated for these vegetables. Back to the cutting board for some more veggies. We're gonna take a bowl and we're gonna take a large sheet of aluminum foil and put that in the bowl because we are gonna cook these veggies inside this dish. Make sure you get it all the way around. I'm going to say a bad word, and it is butter. But honestly, butter really isn't that bad. as long as it's mostly butter and not mixed with so much canola oil, it really isn't too bad for you. Now I'm gonna take 2 scoops before I even cut my vegetables and put it in this aluminum bowl. It is a prep, and then we're gonna wait. We're gonna keep the butter out. Now I'm gonna cut up some squash because like I said, I love that butter squash, and it goes perfectly with this dish. So we're gonna cut that up, and then I'm going to cut up some green squash as well because I had some left over, and I'm gonna put that in there as well. Once we have all of our vegetables cut, we're going to put the rest of that butter in there, about 2 or 3 more scoops, just for taste and to get those squashes soft. You want a good soft squash. And I only season it with salt and pepper because this dish has a lot of flavor on its own. Now is the fun part. We have to take the aluminum foil out of the bowl, remove that out of the way, and we are going to spread these out a little bit. Yes, get all those flavors, and we're going to wrap it up like a fresh little baby. Yes, swaddle it. We're going to swaddle it with the aluminum foil, and you want the aluminum foil to cover it in its entirety. You can see that I miscalculated size, so I add another sheet and wrap it all the way around. Keeping that moisture inside is going to make those soft and delicious. We're going to put that on our lined baking tray, and don't worry, the green beans are next, guys. The only thing that stinks about green beans is cutting off the tips. Now, you don't have to cut off all the tips, just the ones that have the stems. The stems do not soften. They're always hard or chewy, and that makes for a very meh experience with the green beans. So while it might be a little time consuming, you don't have to do the nitty gritty like I am, cutting off their booties and stuff like that. Also save your scraps for stock and chicken. And then once we have those cut, we are going to use these seasonings. Yes, fewer than the crock pot dinner. And some oil. Oil can be for sauteing and grilling. And I put it in a spray bottle. So we're going to add those in there. Yeah. And we're going to cover generously, yes, with the oil, and add our seasonings. Now, olive oil is healthiest for you when you don't cook with it. When you cook with olive oil, it breaks down everything that makes it healthy, but it also allows you to cook with it. So there are different types of olive oils. Some are for cooking, some are for cooking. I usually, did I say cooking twice? I meant sometimes it's just as a topping for maybe bread, or I put it on tomatoes with salt and pepper. It's delicious. Get those all mixed up real well. Line that baking sheet, and we're gonna spread these out. Now I save room. You can spread them out more and they will cook faster, but I save room for our squash there by putting those there. And remember, we're cooking at 375 for 1 hour. Gotta have safety. Put on those gloves. And the best part is, you can forget about it. All the cooking is done. And this is how they should turn out. Crispy green beans. Oh, they're so good. And very soft squash.
No, unfortunately, I forgot to record my crock-pot dinner after I was finished with it. But you best believe it was so good. Now, these veggies are good for incorporating more fiber. And more fiber means our everything's moving as it should be. It's not getting stuck. It's not hanging around. And the protein is going to help you build leaner muscle mass, especially when we cook with chicken. Now, give it a try. It's hunk certified, you guys. But join me in the next couple of weeks as I bring in some special guests. I've got Chef Beefcake. She'll be joining us. And I've got famous chef, Jeff Foodsman coming in. All right, so until next time, you guys, stay hunky and stay hungry. Bye.